There, it did it again. Like, it just sold out the entire vending machine. I just loaded into the game. It seems it does that when you load into the game, but not when you just reload the save. So there is some difference in the loading there. I don't know what that means, but that's there. Anyway, hello and welcome back to Garen River vs. Potionomics, day 33. Spoiler alert, I've just loaded into the game. I'll just very quickly check everything's in order, but then start the next day. Aha, good. There was stuff to do here. Jotun Heart, Pheromones, and Fingers. Grand Poison Cure. I'll just brew up some Greater Health Potion. I have no idea else what I need right now. I need to tell her what I've learned about Anubia. Yes, do tell me. Wow, 48.5 grand. Day 34. I've learned a troubling bit of news. It seems Anubia has a unique magical talent. She can create duplicates of herself. They're little better than drones. They completely lack her winning personality. But they're apparently smart enough to deliver her potions all over town. I've seen them shambling to and fro, and every one I saw represents a sale you didn't make. How long before we start losing our customers to the siren call of same-day delivery? There's only one thing to do, Oswald. You must become my delivery boy. I take offense at every word in that sentence. What, you? No, apart from that one. Become? Sure. Would you do it for a raise? You know, you never paid me. Not a coin. You know that, right? It's no wonder with that attitude. Arctic is overtaxed. Yeah, that makes sense. Flower power, gems, flowers, and essence all costs. Oh no, gems and flower cost more, essence costs less. Citrus. And a couple of ticks. And mana. And noir. I forgot to feed this one to get more of the ticks, so let's tick him again. Show me a master. Oh, not quite. Damn. That one was a bit of a gamble. But this one is a master mana potion. Look at that. And a master silence cure. We're really ticking off the list. Oh, so many negatives. And a greater health potion, which I made for absolutely no bloody reason. Improved dowsing enhancer, over 2,000 base price. And improved fire tonic. So what do I need for a tolerance potion? Blue and purple. How the hell is that? It's not perfect. How is that perfect? Huh. I guess there's a bit of leeway when you get into the obscenely high numbers. Okay, I was about to go, how the hell is that not perfect? Or whatever, I don't know. Anyway, masterwork tolerance potion. This will definitely win me the contest. So let's put that in. So it's 3 time slots to make 6 of these. And I will then be able to age them well in time for the contest. Perfect. This will tick over into a master stamina potion. Tick it off the list. Not quite perfectly stable, but this is a solid masterwork sight enhancer. Yeah, I don't think I need a steel cauldron anymore. Like, part of me is thinking, oh, I should wait until next week and then just get like 4 of whatever the best one is, but I don't know that I want to wait that long because the cauldron's going to be basically useless until then. So I think I'm going to go get another... Sorry, there's a hair. Oh, sorry. Oh, everything's gone wrong. Sorry, there was a hair on my glasses and then I thwacked the mic. I do apologise. Yeah, I think there's another hair. Hang on. I do apologise. My hair is too long. Anyway, yes, I think I will go get another Arctic and upgrade it fully, just because otherwise this is just a waste of a slot, and then I get the best cauldron I can. Awkwardly, the Silence Cure has so many negatives, so I might try and remake that one, because that isn't great. But for now I will age it, and I will also age the Petrification Cure. I wasn't supposed to do that! If I dump these, do I lose the potions? Tell me I don't, tell me I don't, tell me I don't. Shit! That was fucking stupid. Because I've got a couple of barrels here that I forgot to put down. They still only have a potion capacity of 5. I'm actually surprised by that. Yeah, okay, I'll put that one down. So, to test my theory, can I further age? Oh no, it's Frosty Age still. Huh. Okay, because I thought that was frosty aged because it's a frost kindling barrel, but this is a poly barrel, and it still says frosty aged. Ah, no, poly aged. Okay, they are separate things, which I predicted, but it still won't actually let me additionally age something that has already been aged. That is a shame, which means I also definitely should have put them in there. Well, I will put that one in there. Why not? Muktuk, my pal. I would like an Arctic cauldron, thank you, and let us see about upgrading it immediately. Jotun Heart, and what's that? Horite? Horite, yes. Beautiful, thank you very much. It's actually not that, not bad, not difficult. Large treasure chest, please. Orchid of the Ice Princess, look at that. Dragonfire Pearls, I was literally just looking at that's what I need to upgrade the Dragon Shelf. Draugr's Tibia. Hellhound Daisy, Sulfuric Falls Floor, Bone Waste Floor, and more pearls. Thank you very much. From Baptiste, we have Mana Conflagration. Wow. Nether Ore, yeah, wow. Phoenix Tear. Look at that. A moderate concentration of raw mana, slightly out of control. Nothing new there, but if I buy 4 of each, I will get rare stuff, thank you. Gonna buy a load of more fuel from Saffron. And there is an achievement for maxing out all the upgrades, so I'm going to get an additional 2 barrel slots. Don't really need them, but I've got the money. And some stuff to upgrade. Oh, no, I'm not going to give them the mana. I'll instead feed that to a slime. I'm buying up basically all the essence that Quinn has because it's cheap. And stuff like the Amphitheater Shadow is quite useful. Virtually everybody has a rank up at the moment, so I'm going to do the important ones. Muktuk, you are an important one. Sand rarely comes to mind for its utility as an artistic medium. To which I say, for shame! Sand is miraculous. It can be molded to near any shape with ease. It is like water that holds its form, or molten metal you can touch. But it doesn't hold a shape for long. A sand sculpture wouldn't be very permanent. And what is permanent? Eventually wave or wind will return any sculpture to its base elements. With sand, that process is accelerated. It feels honest. It is a reminder of the great folly in chasing permanence of any kind. Besides, there is pleasure to be found in getting your flippers dirty. Muktuk sets him down on the sand of the... Oh, it's a beach. Of course, yeah, that makes sense. He invites Sylvia to do the same. His flippers prove well equipped to scooping and shaping sand at tremendous speed. Within moments, he sculpted an impressive sandcastle. It has peaked turrets, little arrow-slit windows, and a moat with the drawbridge. All Silver's managed is a shapeless mound of sliding sand. Well, it is a work in progress, yes? Every artist struggles through the process of the creation. The important thing is to end strong. In haggling, too. Save your greatest burst of enthusiasm for your closing argument. Oh, is he going to give me a closer? Say it with veal. Buy it now or regret it. Always. Zeal. Interest by 20 and close sale. Alright, so that's probably better than the I can't remember what it's called. The closing one from Roxanne, if there aren't negative traits to mask. I can do that. Nicely done, nicely done. We've come far together, Sylvia, don't you think? It is on this very stretch of sand that I first set foot to Rafter's shores, and now, here we are, trading techniques and making small artworks together. Flirt. It should be a landmark site. One day, when we're rich and famous, they'll say, this is where it all began. Yes! It will be a key stop on the Muktuk Sylvia tour. In that spirit, let us make this site even more special, shall we? Let us baptize this place in poetry.
Poetry? Muktuk, do you write poetry?
When the mood strikes me. And last night, strike me it did.
Well, let's hear it.
Ahem. Embers burning red, flaming forge of creation. Your hair is pretty. That's shit. What do you think? I feel like that was his do or die moment. Like, in the same way as I got Quinn's last time. In that is the moment when they confess their feelings for you if you've been flirting. I mean, it would be rude to say I didn't get it, so... I loved it. Muktuk, is there anything you can't do? I cannot play stringed instruments. You see, I have no fingers. But what was that? You loved it, you said? Then I am triumphant. Sylvia, it is your companionship that inspired me to write it. That friendship, it is something I value greatly. Of all the many works I have forged since coming here, our friendship is my favourite. For it is something we have crafted together. An endeavour so great, it could only be accomplished by the two of us, working in tandem. The two of us together? That's a lot of telling in one place. I tell you true, you cannot argue with the results. We are building something splendid together, Sylvia, and I do believe that it shall stand the test of time. Spoken like a true poet. I regret only that I have no talent for rhyming. Now it's Saffron's turn to rank up. I've been feeling less burdened since our recent talk. I'd been so determined to leave the past in the past, but it feels better to have everything out in the open. It's really helped me with my productivity too. Just this morning I converted an old ladder into a wine rack, which was necessary, because yesterday I decided my old wine rack would make a fine bird feeder. Now I just have to figure out how to get the bird feeder up into that tree. I suppose I'll have to make a new ladder. I sort of absolutely love the concept of like a skilled carpenter just slowly cycling all of the things in her house into various things. It's just such a cool idea. Or I can fly you up for it. There you go again, solving my problems. I can't flirt with her. I can't do it. That's what friends are for, right? I don't take it for granted, and I'd like to return the favor. Let me teach you some breathing exercises that will keep you calm through even the most difficult negotiation. Regulated, that is adorable. Regulated breathing. Reduce stress by 1 at the start of each turn. Lasts until the end of the current haggling session. Oh, so the stuff that says end of the current haggling stacks. That is amazing. That may be the best thing I've got in a long time. Wow. Stuff that works until the end of the current haggling session means if you play it in the first of like 5 customers, it'll go through all 5 customers. And exhale. Got it. I do well to remember my own advice. I think my palm is sweating, the fleshy one, I mean. Is everything alright? Yes, but I wanted to discuss some things. To begin with, Sylvia, you are extraordinary and I cherish you. When we're together, I feel something stirring inside me. I may have flirted too much and this is her confessing. Part of me that's been sleeping for a very long time has started to awaken. And that frightens me, Sylvia. I'm not sure what to say. It sounds like you like me. But also like you're not sure that's a good thing. It's a complicated thing. It isn't always easy for me being vulnerable. The friends I lost all those years ago, they were more than friends, really. In all the ways that matter, they were my family. Since then, being open and letting people in, it hasn't always come naturally for me. But yes, Sylvia, you're right. I like you quite a lot. And I find it scary to say, so, well, that just gives me an opportunity to stand up and be brave. So what do you think? Am I right to believe there's something here? Oh, okay, well, good to know that you can't date more than one at once. That was something I was uncertain about. This definitively says you cannot. Well, I stopped flirting with Saffron as soon as I realised Zid was the girl for me. And there is an achievement for turning someone down. I'm so sorry, Saffron. I led you on for too long. I'm sorry. I wasn't sure who I liked. And if I replay this, when I replay this, I will go for Saffron and see what happens there. I'm sorry. I think we're better off as friends. I'm sorry. I want to be here for you. Oh, just friends got an achievement. Whatever you need, but as a friend. Okay. I wasn't expecting that. I suppose it's probably for the best. I'm obviously still working through some things. And your friendship is sacred to me, Sylvia. She recovered quick. Saffron is amazing. I guess I should cool it with the flirting. Yeah. Oh, I'm so sorry. A bit of flirting now and then doesn't hurt. In fact, it might be good for me. I don't want to hide from the words, Sylvia, and I don't want to avoid feeling things. So let's make the most of our time. Let's live every day like it might be our last. And when our time is up, we'll know we spent it the best way we could. Together? Together, as true friends. Oh, Saffron is amazing. She's just one of the best people. I'm so sorry. I flirted with her a lot longer than I should have to avoid that. But at the same time, I wasn't certain until I stopped. So I'm glad I stopped when I did, but still. Next, Salt and Pepper's turn. There's a bomb. What? Where?
Hi, Sylvia. There's no bomb.
Yeah, don't spill your sand or anything. I just wanted to make a point. You're gonna start out loud and bombastic if you want to grab someone's attention. Avast ye. Apply Avast ye and Shocked for 2 turns. Can only be played as an opener. Reduces all interest, but the next card costs 0. What? I don't see that as particularly good. Like, anything that reduces interest gained is just not a good thing to apply. Good tactic. Or maybe that's the massive adrenaline rush talking. Hey, put that energy to use. You want to help us out again? What's on the agenda? More vendettas? This is bigger than that. Way bigger. We gotta plan out tomorrow's naps. Naps? Seriously?
It sounds like a small thing, but naps are important, Sylvia.
Yeah, there's an old rhyme to help you remember. Rested pirates, nice and quiet. Cranky pirates, they start riots. Pepper writes out a series of equations on a roll of parchment.
The tricky part is that pirates will only nap in a patch of direct sunlight.
Yeah, we got to account for the precise position of the sun.
Which changes by minor degrees every day, as do the exact number of minutes between dawn and dusk.
At Pepper's direction, Sylvia uses a yardstick to measure out the shadows that will be cast by ships and cargo at various points throughout the day. The maths is surprisingly complicated, but Salt and Pepper eventually have a nap schedule that will accommodate the entire crew. But wait a minute, what if it's cloudy tomorrow? Then get ready for some riots. Maybe I should board up my windows just in case. I forgot you're fragile. I promised Pepper I wouldn't stress you out so much. That's cute. It's cute that they think of her and they talk about her when she's not here. Little weird that a sweet kitten like you would choose to set up shop on an island like this, given it's overrun with mutants and monsters, I mean. They like the adventurous stuff, so monsters? Bring 'em on. I was hoping I'd get to see a dragon or something by now. That was the flirt? How can I... That's... Okay, sure. Hey, that's the swagger. Sylvia the Slayer here doesn't back down for no monsters, right?
Monsters aren't so scary.
Whatever you say, Captain.
Monsters are just like any other living thing. They need to eat, they need to sleep. They know fear. And that makes them vulnerable.
See, Pepper believes in being prepared. He's got a strategy to single-portedly take down any monster you could name. Even slimes. Yeah, even slimes. I'm not sure slimes get scared.
Well, slimes just want to be loved, Sylvia.
Aww.
Which makes them very easy to lull into a false sense of safety.
Oh.
Extend one paw in friendship while extending the claws of the other. This strategy also works on dogs.
Man, dogs, so stupid, right?
In the end, it's about planning ahead and controlling the field of battle.
I'm convinced. How about you? I don't think they'll go for that, so let's go with... I almost feel bad for the monsters. Sounds like they don't stand a chance.
Ah, no, I should have gone with the other one.
They should have thought of that before attacking us in these purely hypothetical scenarios. But enough daydreaming, we've got piratical stuff to get... Piratical stuff to get back to. Which may or may not involve showing some belligerent beasties who's really in charge out there. We've got a load of slimes, so we've got antlers and ticks and whatever that is, and fingers and berries. Yeah, the mana is now the best thing I've got. So let's duplicate that. Masterwork Sight Enhancer. Beautiful bottle. Masterwork Stamina Potion. And a Masterwork Tolerance Potion clad in chains for the contest. 2 negatives, whatever. And we'll put the Scaly Barrel and the Frost Barrel there. So let's replace the Dragon Cauldron, I think. Hang on, let me just compare. 11 and... Yeah, the crater's better. So the crater goes up here and the dragon goes downstairs. I've micromanaged this one a tad. I've got it up to an easy masterwork, mostly stable, so it'll definitely gain at least 1. It has negative feel to it from the tusk and the ore, but it has positive feel. Positive feel? Positive feel to it from the basilisk cornea. So it also has positive taste, and from the Daydream Pom, positive appearance and hearing. So I'm curious of 2 things. First of all, do you need to balance the number of negatives to the number of positives? So for example, there is 1 positive feel, and there are 3 negative feel. So is this going to have like an overall negative feel because there are more negatives than positives in that one area, or does the presence of a single positive outweigh however many negatives there are? That is something I'm testing, but apart from that, it's going to be a very positive. It's going to have at least 3 positives. Oh no, there's that one as well, ways out. So it's going to have 2 positives and possibly 1 negative, but that's going to beat the 4 negative one that I already have. I hope that all made sense. It made sense to me. So bearing that in mind, I was going to make, remake the Insight Enhancer and try and do something similar, but I want to know the results of that before I commit more ingredients to it. I'm also making a spectacular Masterwork Speed Potion. It's a perfect one, just below 3, so there is a chance that I could have a 5-star Masterwork Speed Potion here. And just straight up, a Masterwork Ice Tonic using only Armoured Pudding, because I noticed they were really high in Magamins on those 2. Perfect balance, easy. And a Masterwork Shadow Tonic as well, just to tick it off the list. Age up some Tolerance Potion, and I don't really want to use the Frosty Age Barrels for anything important, so just age up some random potion I happen to have. As I think he's my lowest, I'm going to rank up Corsac as well. Sorry to chase you away, but I'm about to head down to the beach. Can I join you? I mean, you can, but I'll be marking turtle nests to keep them from getting trampled. Not what most people call a good time. Are you kidding? Compared to facing another onslaught of demanding customers, it sounds like a dream vacation. Come on, show me what you get up to in your spare time. This is the spot. Thanks for navigating a path down the slope. Your footing's a lot surer than mine. Just take some practice and decent boots. Having the right gear is always essential. Gotta be prepared for anything. Be prepared. Reinforced for 1 turn, which reduces stress from all sources. Resolve for 1 turn. Increases shield gain by 50%. That's pretty good. That's doubly true when you're dealing with customers. Ain't that the truth? Now let's get... I like how they have this in common. Like, there's not really much that unites them, but he does understand enough of her world to understand when she talks about it, considering she has a rather limited worldview and does tend to relate everything back to her shop. Now let's get started here. I've got everything we need. Corsac pulls a bundle of brightly coloured flags from his satchel. He steps nimbly to a loose pile of sand and plants a flag in the ground. See it? That's a nest. Sea turtles lay their eggs in the sand where they're vulnerable to careless footfalls and errant volleyballs. Not on my watch. We've got to let people know where the nests are. I feel like that is only going to be a 1, whereas this showing enthusiasm for helping, like nature, he's going to like. So, yes! Save the turtles! Let's do it! Enthusiasm's good, but don't get too close to any of the mothers. They are powerful flippers and they know how to use them. So why this particular species is known as the slapping turtle. Noted. I'll keep my distance. Sylvia steps carefully as she follows Corsac along the beach. He plants 2 more flags before stopping to consider a pair of beachgoers lounging nearby on their towels in the middle of the night. Those women appear to have depleted their stamina. And despite all that talk of being prepared, I'm fresh out of restorative potions. I may need to carry them to safety. Don't you dare, they're just enjoying themselves. By lying prone on the ground. I'd be worried about aerial predators, maybe that's just me. It's just you. Suppose my time in the wild left me extra vigilant. Tell me more. Have you really spent that much time out in nature? I have. Tell me more. Were you raised by wolves? Nothing like that. Although I was really expecting that to be a no. Tell me more or not. Nothing like that. Although I did learn a fair bit from the wombats. Oh, it is, wow. So tell me about it. Well, if you're going to be insistent, my folks were nomadic, belonged to a clan of several dozen souls. We rarely stayed in one place for long, moved with the weather, followed the food. Never left a permanent mark on the land, and never took more than the land could spare. But truth be told, even among my family I was an outlier. How so? Little ways at first. When the others would gather around the fire at night, I'd offer to stand watch, sort of set myself apart. Soon started feeling more kinship for the animals than the people. Even let a few animals get away while on the hunt, meals we could sorely afford to miss. One day I was sent to scout ahead and I just sorta kept going. Always meant to stop and set down roots somewhere, at least for a little while. Just never really got around to doing it. Well, you're back in civilization now, you can afford to let your guard down a little. Although, come to think of it, I've never really seen you relax. Too much to do. I wouldn't know where to begin. That's the flirt. Stop and smell that sea breeze. There's nothing quite like it. You've got a point. Nature is downright enjoyable. When it's not trying to kill you. That's the spirit. Take it from me, you gotta find ways to relax or the stress of the city will eat you alive. In a place like this, you can only go so far in your knowledge of sandworms and squirrels and slapping turtles. Sylvia, I would never slap a turtle. Sorry, just some naturalist humour. Oh boy. I hear what you're saying, and I'll ponder it. But in my heart, I know I'm not the type to be idle. I can appreciate the sea air and the feeling of sand beneath my feet. But I can help these turtles out at the same time. Fair enough, it was definitely a nice break from my shop, just like I hoped. And hey, maybe we'll get lucky and see some of these eggs hatch while we're here. Oh, I wouldn't wish for that. The babies are vicious little beasts, and they go right for your weak points. Believe me when I say you do not want to get turtle tapped. And the beach is ruined for me, thanks. The cure is almost within my grasp. Well, our grasp. Oh, I'm gonna have to make a cure for him. That's a cool idea.